One of the downsides of financing, when you want to get out of the car, it's pretty much next to impossible.
So yeah, I was not expecting to be able to get a car. My credit's not good.
I'm 22 years old and have about $100,000 worth of debt to my name.
From car regret to car debt to a $100,000 mess. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
I have a 2019 Genesis G70 finance, so I was thinking about what can I do.
How much do you still owe on it?
I think 27.
Is it a 4-cylinder or a V6?
6 on the 3.3.
All-wheel drive?
Yes.
Advanced, design, or dynamic?
Advance.
What's the mileage on it?
36,000 miles.
And how much do you owe on it?
27,000.
You're about almost 10 grand upside down. What are you looking to do?
See if I can get into the lease and see what you could do for me.
What kind of a payment are you trying to target on the new car?
Around probably 6.
I keep seeing this. They realize they made a bad purchase, they're upside down on the car, and they think buying a new one will erase the debt. It doesn't work like that.
I'll be honest with you, if your payoff is about $28,000, figure your car is worth 18 grand roughly, so that's $10,000 in negative equity. That's about $300 a month right there. So the only lease that you would essentially be able to get that would be around the range of where you want to stay in is going to be like a Nissan Sentra or something along those lines. That's with taxes and inception fees up front as well.
I'm not interested in that type of car.
I just want to be upfront and honest with you. You have a bunch of negative equity. Did you buy that car brand new?
No, I didn't.
When did you finance the car?
About a year ago?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not really going to have much equity in that vehicle up until the very end of that loan.
$300 a month of their next payment would go just towards the amount they are upside down. That's what I used to pay for the car I have now. That is a lot of money that would just be wasted.
One of the downsides of financing, when you want to get out of the car, it's pretty much next to impossible without having some negative equity.
I wish I would do that before I did it.
You live and you learn. Maybe you thought you were going to keep the car for longer. Every payment you're making right now is mainly going towards interest. By the time it starts to go more towards the principal, the car is worth even less. So it never really evens out until the very, very end. So this is going to be the situation up until you're finished paying off. I'm assuming you took a 5 or 6 year loan?
Yeah, 5.
You should be out of the car in a couple of years. So maybe when you have about a year left on the finance, we could look into something.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
I like how we gave that person the truth. They're stuck. I looked at trading mine in at one point when I still had a payment. The dealership had contacted me and wanted to buy the car back. I looked at the prices and did the math, and it just wasn't worth it. I would have been adding years of debt, and I didn't want that. A lot of these salesmen will try to get you into a lease and lower the monthly payment, but they're just hiding the debt you already have. It feels like a fresh start because the payment's low, but in the end, you're worse off. You still pay it back, and you don't even own the car.
All right, y'all. So I finally got me a new car. I listened to y'all advice, and I actually came to Enterprise Car Sales, and they was able to get me in a vehicle. Y'all know my credit's not the best right now. So yeah, I was not expecting to be able to get a car. My credit's not good. I got an accident. I got an open loan still. They still got me in a vehicle. So if you're anybody that's looking for a car and you don't have the best credit situation or whatever, look into Enterprise. I did have to pay a little bit more than I wanted to for a deposit, but it was well worth it because I was able to get in a vehicle. So
Accidents, open loans, and bad credit. I've said it before in past videos. Your credit score shows how you manage your money and debt. If your score is that low, you really shouldn't be buying unless you're paying cash. People are buying now and worrying about the payments later.
yes, everything worked out, which is nice. I am down to nothing, so I'm going to be hustling my ass off the next few weeks. But, you know, at least we got a vehicle. So grateful, thankful, blessed. Thanks for y'all's support. Thanks for y'all advice. Because whoever told me to go to Enterprise, y'all did that. But I'm so happy I got a car, y'all. Oh my God. Like, this is such a stress reliever. Y'all don't understand. Like, I don't even care about the money at this point. I have a way to make money.
I have a way to make money usually translates to I have no money. Not worrying about money is the problem. There were plenty of times I thought the same way and it almost never worked out. The payment might seem affordable now, but what about 6 months from now? In the past, I've gone through major loss of hours, loss of jobs, and needing time off for health reasons. When the debt is there, it makes everything 10 times worse.
All right, y'all. So I'm currently inside my 2023 vehicle that I just got from Enterprise 2 days ago with a 500 credit score. So I'm going to show you guys I'm gonna tell you guys what my payment and everything looks like, what my deposit was, all that good stuff. So for my payment, it started off at $468. I did add gap insurance and I did add a warranty. I added a warranty. Why? I'm not the type of person like to maintain my cars. I'm really not. So I love the convenience of being able to go to a Toyota dealership. Hey, can y'all do my brakes? Hey, can you do my tires? Hey, can y'all give me an oil change? Can you clean my car? I love that. Like, so you don't have to get the warranty. It's very optional. But for a person like me, a girl that don't really like to do too much, I just want to drive my car and do the bare minimum, I think it's worth it because it was only an extra couple dollars a month. I also pay for gap insurance. I know people like, well, you don't really need gap insurance. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. My open loan that's on my credit history right now that I haven't been able to get off because I still owe them people like $19,000 on a car is because I got a car that got totaled by somebody else. I did not pay my car insurance for those 2 months.
She stopped paying her loan on the old car and someone actually let her finance a new one. That is incredibly irresponsible. Not just on her part, but the place that let her buy it. It's funny how she's breaking down her car payment, but she doesn't include the $19,000 she still owes on the other vehicle she doesn't even have. I don't know where she's from, but I would have never taken the chance of driving without insurance. Here, I believe it's about a $10,000 fine, and if you were to get in an accident, you're probably getting sued.
Prior to that, and I did not have gap insurance when I got that car, and I didn't know any better. So now that is like I just still have to pay that at some point. I have to either settle on it or pay the full amount. So I would say the gap insurance 100% worth it. It was only an extra like $8 a month. You could pick different policies too. So with the car payment, which was $468 plus the gap insurance and the warranty, I'm paying about $570, I think. And then my car insurance was only $178 too. So I think altogether, if you round it up, it's about $750, $800 a month that I'm probably gonna put towards my car, and I do leave like an extra $50 or so that I'm just gonna add in there so that I can start to pay my car down a little bit faster. So I think for me the payment's a little bit workable because I've never had a car payment that was less than $350, so that's not too bad for me. But yeah, so altogether $570 for car payment, gap insurance, and a warranty monthly, and then $178 for my car insurance.
When you add it all up, including that other loan she'll eventually have to pay, she is probably around $1,000 a month or more. That is a ridiculous amount to be spending on transportation. Her smartest move would have been to tackle the old loan first, pay that thing off before even considering a new vehicle. So many people in these videos act like it's no big deal to just stop paying your bills. You borrowed the money, do the right thing, and pay it back.
I'm 22 years old and have about $100,000 worth of debt to my name. $52,000 of that is towards my car loan, $20,000 of that is towards my credit cards, and $8,000 of that is towards my student loan. I'm choosing not to file for bankruptcy because I think that I can pay off my credit card debt. I did choose debt settlement, so I have to make these monthly payments on time every single month. I think this is a great option if you don't want to do bankruptcy. I'm using bankruptcy as a last resort if I can't make these payments, which I think I can and I've been doing for the last 2 months. My most outrageous monthly payment is my car note. I have to pay $1,300 every single month.
Half of her debt is in that vehicle. $50,000, $1,300 a month. Why does a 22-year-old need a $50,000 car? That is more than half of what I pay to live here. She is likely working a full-time job and getting nothing from it. Most, if not all of her income is going towards debt. Half of that for a car she probably didn't need. If she didn't have that car payment, she could clear up the rest of her debt in about 2 years. It's such a waste.
I also have my monthly Chase settlement payment, so every month I'm paying $1,126. There's also my Apple Card monthly payment, which is $509. I still have $1,000 left on my Discover card, and I'm trying to make payments as much as I can. My insurance also is outrageous. I pay $502 every single month. Last but not least, my monthly student loan payment. If you add all those numbers up, I owe about $3,600 every single month towards all my debt. My goal for 2025 is to be credit card debt free by the end of 2025. I think I'll be able to do it, so join me on my journey.
$3,600 a month going to debt. That is terrifying. At my worst, I didn't even hit half that. I was around 30 or 40 grand, and the stress that comes with that is brutal. It affects every part of your life, work, relationships, everything. For me, being debt-free feels like freedom. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.